This is a story called The Struggle. Carla and Steve are a young couple with quads. Hazel, Esme, Holly and Olivia are aged 4. Carla is 6 months pregnant with a boy who they're going to call Jack. The couple are already struggling to make ends meet, and with a new baby coming they knew that they were going to struggle even more. To make matters worse, the company that Steve worked for has gone into liquidation, leaving him out of work. Carla was only able to work part-time whilst the kids were in school because she had no support from family, as both her and Steve grew up in care and they had no contact with their birth families and they couldn't afford childcare. As time went by, their situation just got worse and worse, especially after baby Jack was born. They couldn't afford to provide a proper meal for themselves, let alone the kids. They often went hungry so that the kids could eat. It was winter and there was no heating in the house because Carla and Steve couldn't afford to pay the heating bill. They had to get washed and bathed by heating pans of water on the stove. On baby Jack's first birthday there was no money to buy him any presents, even from charity shops. Thankfully he was far too young to understand. However, when it came to the quad's 5th birthday, that too went by without no cards or presents. The girls were upset when there was no presents waiting for them on the morning of their birthday. When Carla and Steve saw the look on the girls' faces, it broke their heart, but sadly there was nothing they could do about it. One day the girls were at school and the rent collector went to their house. The rent hadn't been paid for 5 months and there was no way that Carla and Steve could afford it, so they were kicked out of their house. They were devastated and they didn't have a clue what they were going to do. They had no choice but to take the girls out of school because they'd been made homeless. The girls were devastated because they all loved school. After the family had been living on the streets for about 6 months, they found an old empty house that was abandoned and moved into it for a while. When the police were in the area one day, Carla and Steve took the kids up into the loft and hid. Thankfully, the police found no evidence of anyone living there. However, about 2 weeks later, someone spotted movement downstairs in the house and they called the police. When the police arrived again, they found no evidence of anyone living there. The family knew that they had to be more careful, and after that day they lived in the loft. During the day they went out on the streets begging, and at night they went back to the squat. Rather than go through the streets and risk getting caught, they cut through some woods at the back of the house. They continued living that way for quite some time. Then one day the police arrived as they arrived home and almost caught them. Once again the family had a lucky escape. Steve and Carla knew that they couldn't continue living that way for much longer because one day they would be caught and forced to leave. A few days after their third close call with the police, someone spotted them going into the house and called the police. This time the police found them in the house. When they saw how they were living and how sick, tired and hungry they all were, they knew they needed help. They contacted social services who found them somewhere to stay until somewhere permanent for them to live could be found. The girls went back to school and with a bit of extra help, they managed to catch up with all the work they'd missed. Eventually, a 5-bedroom house was given to them by the council. It was just in time too because Carla was pregnant again with another boy who they were calling Kane. About 4 months later, baby Kane was born. The family were very happy in their new home, especially now Carla and Steve awarded benefits, and Steve was receiving help to find work. After Steve had applied for several jobs but so far hadn't been given one, he was about to give up trying. However, one day his run of bad luck changed and he was accepted into the police force. He'd been wanting to join the police force for a couple of years. Now 10 years later he's still a police officer and all the family are very happy. All the kids are doing really well in school and the quad's all about to go into their final year. Hazel wants to be a doctor, Esme wants to be a counsellor, Holly wants to be a hairdresser, Olivia wants to be a beautician, Kay wants to be a fireman, and Jack wants to be a police officer like his dad. The end. Thank you.